Hi Guy, welcome to B&B Spoilers and News channel. Today we will talk about. In this article, we're going to tell you how tomorrow's new October 15, 2020 episode is supposed to play out. We were able to collect 2 new teaser descriptions for the October 15, 2020 installment directly from CBS alumni coupons. So we'll talk about it now. Let's go. First off, it looks like tomorrow's new Wednesday, October 15, 2020 episode will feature more intense, dramatic, emotional, and possible romantic scenes as Finn stands up to Liam. Carter and Zoe discuss their blossoming romance and more. We're going to kick off and begin this spoiler session with the Finn and Liam situation. Those of you who have seen today's episode know that Liam totally fell in with Finn when he got the chance to be alone with him. He accused Finn of essentially trying to get Liam out of the picture as far as Steffi is concerned, and Liam let him know that is definitely not happening. We'll definitely see this crazy and dramatic scene continue in tomorrow's new episode. Only this time, it's Finn's turn to tackle Liam, and we can't wait to see what he says. Either way, it's going to get them to launch a super epic rivalry. Wow! The official CBS description for this latest Liam and Finn drama tells us, Finn is taking control of the situation with Liam, ushering in an epic rivalry. Another description reads, Finn takes control of Liam, marking the start of a major rivalry. As we've already reported, this situation is going to get even crazier when Steffi goes off on Liam in the October 16, 2020 episode. It's true, guys. It looks like the producers are going to give us a very explosive moment between Steffi and Liam to close this week on Friday. So, definitely get ready for all the drama this scenario will bring. The second and final description of the teaser lets us know that today's Carter and Zoe scene will continue as well. At some point, they'll sit down and have a frank discussion about their romantic future. Carter and Zoe's description from CBS for this latest script tells us, Carter and Zoe are having a tender, genuine conversation about their romantic future. Another description reads, Zoe and Carter have a tender conversation about their romantic future. What will we say during this conversation? That's a big question for this particular scenario. We have found additional details for this ongoing plot. We officially learn that Zoe and Zenday's attraction to each other is sure to grow stronger over the next week's series of new episodes. However, Carter will always try very hard to romanticize Zoe by going all out. We definitely have a feeling that Carter will ultimately be disappointed here. It's so obvious that Zoe feels a lot more Zenday than Carter, and Carter just doesn't get it, or he doesn't want to understand it. Steffi indicated that she felt her addiction to the pill somehow meant that she was not a good mother. Liam dismissed the idea and told Steffi that his resilience and determination to get better proved the exact opposite. A whisper echoed on the baby monitor and Steffi realized that Kelly had woken up. She jumped off the couch and rushed into the baby's room. When she opened the door, Kelly could be heard saying, "Mom." Back in the living room, Finn said he wouldn't miss this for the world. Liam agreed. He then turned to Finn and said, "Although I almost did." Liam said he wouldn't have known Steffi was home or where Kelly was if Amelia hadn't called him. Liam then lashed out at Finn, saying that the doctor's romantic interest in Steffi could have been the cause of Steffi's opioid addiction. Maybe you could have saved her all that time in rehab, being separated from the girl she loves more than life herself, if you had just backed down like a doctor is supposed to, says Liam calmly but forcefully. Liam said he would always be a part of Steffi's life and suggested that if Finn had a problem with this he should find another patient by now. Zoe and Zende were in his office in Forrester, looking at pictures. Sensual and provocative were words they used, and Zoe said there is a difference. Carter walked in and announced that he had found just the person he was looking for. I'm flattered, Zende unmoved. Carter laughed at Zende's sage remark before turning her attention to Zoe. Carter announced he had a surprise for her. Zende intervened again, saying that he too liked surprises. Carter wondered if he had interrupted something. Zoe and Zende exchanged glances, their eyes meeting for more than a moment. Carter got a phone call and told the person on the other end of the line that he would be out of the office for the rest of the day. Are you going somewhere? Zoe asked curiously. Carter replied, we are. Without missing a moment, Zende asked, the three of us? Carter and Zoe laughed, and finally, Zende laughed with them. Zoe asked if Carter had been promoted from COO to CEO and wanted to celebrate. Carter said he had yet to be promoted, but noted that he had moved into another area. Carter told Zoe he wanted to show her and asked her to go with him. As Zoe and Carter left, Zende was visibly unhappy. Zoe opened the door to a loft and asked where they were. Carter lifted and jingled a set of keys. Carter said he's been living in a bachelor apartment since moving to Los Angeles, but he thought it was time to upgrade. He told Zoe that he bought the loft from Ridge, who had lived there some time ago. Old and the Beautiful spoilers recap for Wednesday, October 14th reveals that Steffi Forrester and John Finnegan have arrived at the cliff, and Steffi was delighted to find Kelly Spencer was sleeping in the nursery. Steffi ran into the nursery, while Finn looked at the photo of Liam Spencer and Steffi on the wall. In the Forrester CEO's office, Thomas Forrester showed Hope Spencer some of his designs and noted that she should keep the door open for him when it comes to hope for the future. Meanwhile, Liam brooded across the room, and soon Thomas called him. Liam started to boast about Finn fitting into Steffi's life, and Hope and Thomas looked exasperated. Liam then got a call from Amelia Nicola Posner, who told him that she had taken Kelly to Steffi's house and that Steffi had returned from the rehab center. Liam was delighted, but his face fell when he heard Finn had it all sorted out. Liam hung up and started complaining that Finn hadn't handled this through him. Hope thought Finn was just trying to do something good for Steffi. Liam continued to boast and rushed out of the office, while Thomas noticed that it upset Hope considerably. Thomas noted that Hope seemed terribly focused on Liam rushing towards Steffi, and he was concerned that Liam would rush there and ruin Steffi's reunion with Kelly. Hope said she wished Liam would relax where Steffi and Finn were concerned. Thomas then surprised Hope by agreeing with Liam that Finn was personally involved with his patient, but Hope believed that there was nothing wrong with Steffi having a hot new man in her life. Steffi seems to have found a winner here. I wish Liam could see that too, Hope said. Back at the cliff, Finn opened up about how he organized his reunion with Kelly, and Steffi was very grateful to Finn, saying she would never forget what he had done for her. After some discussion of Steffi's intervention, Liam took the liberty of entering the cliff and interrupting the conversation between Steffi and Finn. Finn looked surprised. Liam gushed about how happy and proud he was of Steffi, and Finn looked a little uncomfortable with the whole scene. Kelly fussed over on the baby monitor, and Steffi enthusiastically walked in to interact with her daughter. It didn't take long for Liam to turn to Finn and blame him for trying to prevent him from ending up between Steffi and Kelly. Liam went on to say that Steffi was Finn's patient and that he had hurt him with his lack of objectivity. Finn tried to get a word out, but Liam continued, saying that Finn could have prevented this dark chapter in Steffi's life. Liam kept interrupting Finn, saying that Finn would never stop him from looking for Steffi, and that Finn would have to find another patient by now. Finn absorbed all of Liam's words. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe.